Hello and welcome to the second video about developing awareness about our strengths. So, we have already discussed in the first part that our strengths come from our talents, from our natural gifts. And to discover them, the easiest thing is to observe carefully activities where we are predispositioned to achieve faster progress, more successes than in other areas. Um, Also, we can look for our strengths into our, let's say, seemingly unrelated interests. For example, imagine that you work as an accountant and your job is fine, you're doing it well, but it doesn't give you um, this rush, this curiosity, this enjoyment. But on the other side, you, in your free time, you love spending time reading about history, you love traveling, exploring new places, learning foreign languages. So these activities which you are very good at, you progress quite fast, actually they can be integrated. And they can be integrated into, for example, I don't say it's a rule, but it could be a career in tourism or a career in hospitality, or could be a career in, let's say, maybe a teaching job. So, to be aware, before we spoke about being aware about our environment, but it's equally important to be aware about what is inside. Because when we know what we are good at, what our strengths are, then we can use these strengths, this power, into the environment. How else we can discover our strengths? Of course, we can ask our parents, we can ask our friends. However, the problem is that they care for us, they love us, and more often than not, they will avoid the harsh truth. And we need the harsh truth. So, to make sure that you don't get information coated in sugar, so to say, it's important to get down to the truth. One thing that is useful, at least to get basic understanding, is to do some personality tests. And in the link below, in the comments, I'm going to share with you one personality test, which is fun and it's interesting to discover yourself. There are several different profiles, and this can give you some insight about who you are, and from there, what your strengths are, because it also, for every profile, there is an explanation. I would like to share with you also some other tests which are directed on the soft skill side as well, because very often people believe that my strengths should come from hard hard skills. For example, I'm good at sports, or I'm good in science, but very often our strengths are coming more and more from our soft skills: communicating, listening, relating, presenting, um, being able to moderate, to mediate, and so on and so on. So for this thing, there is another test which I would like to share with you as well at a later point of time. It will be on the Facebook page, so I think next week we can share with you this one as well, so that you don't become overwhelmed with many tests. But if the test gives you some kind of direction, but you're still not quite clear, another way is to find a mentor. And this is something which every successful person in the history of this humankind had. There is no successful person without a mentor. Nobody. Really nobody. So, how to find a mentor? Well, you really have to ask for the mentor. The mentors are not coming simply offering their free time and wisdom. The mentor could be somebody who is already difficult to approach. Maybe could be a very successful person or somebody who was very successful, meaning somebody who is not alive anymore. So that's why books reading about autobiographies of successful people could be one source. However, even more impactful for you will be to find a mentor whom you can meet, maybe once every 2 months or maybe once a quarter, with whom you can discuss your job, your aspirations, your development, your strengths. And it's important to to choose and to make a definition what kind of mentor you want. So let's say you believe that your strength is to be an animator, to draw, to make animation and so on. And in order that somebody can evaluate whether you're good in this job, it should be somebody who is already much, much, much better than you. So it will be difficult for your peers to really judge you. So look for somebody who is 5, 10, 15 years ahead of you. And then by bringing concrete questions, asking for feedback, for opinion, for advice, then this person, and preferably not to be a friend, the more emotionally detached this person is, the more you're going to get to the real truth. Then you'll be able to see whether you possess the strengths. Another way to discover your strengths is to try yourself, especially if you are still in the beginning of your career or even before your career. Let's say you're still a student and you believe that you have some special strengths, but this is just in your perception, you're not sure. Well, the best thing is go and try. Start a part-time job or work for free, do an internship for free, could be also a way. And then check whether this, let's say this profession, this occupation, and the strength that you believe you possess really match. This strategy is applicable also to people who are already in their job. And let's say we go back to this accountant example, that the person understands, okay, maybe I should do something like a tour guide to see if the tourism industry is something interesting to me. So please don't quit your jobs and don't do this kind of sudden and rash decisions. But maybe you can go and you can go to one tour agency and say, okay, I would like to help for free every Saturday or every Sunday or once per month, and then see what it is like, and then gradually get more awareness about the environment. You see, again, back to the environment, but then you'll be able to test yourself, because eventually you'll be given some tasks, and then you see, do I have it? Do I get faster progress doing, let's say, areas where foreign language and history and traveling are incorporated than, let's say, being an accountant? So if the output per unit of time and energy is higher than the job as an accountant, then it's clear that, yeah, maybe you're stronger in this side than the other. So to sum up, to discover your strengths, you should listen to yourself, you should listen to other people, preferably people who are not closely related to you, to get more honest feedback, people who are way ahead of you, so that they can really, from the perception of their experience and time, that they can give a more accurate judgment. And try things. Try. The only way to understand if you are good at, let's say, selling in sales is to try and learn to be a salesman. Just listening to successful motivational talks from salespeople will not make you understand whether you have it or not. And if you don't have it, it's fine. It should not be discouraging. Then you're going to check the next one. So investigate, listen to yourself, listen to other people, look around, and try in order to become aware about your strengths. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I wish you a successful and fulfilled day, and see you soon. Take care and bye-bye.